back to Tech for Change Africa. I want to talk to you about something that is changing the digital scape right now. We are going to dive deep into the digital world and explore the fundamental difference between Web2 and Web3. We are going to set a class of distinction between Web2 and Web3 technology. But I'm going to break them down and give you some straightforward examples so that you can see why Web3 technology is currently taking the internet by storm. I am not just going to be talking about theories here or share some mere words with you. I am going to talk to you about real world impact. I'm going to show you how Web3, which is powered by the blockchain technology, is making a very big difference, especially in some communities like Ghanaian villages through the Hive blockchain. But first, I want to take a time to break the truth down for you so that you see the difference between Web2 and Web3. So Web2 versus Web3, let's see the difference. The simplest explanation that I can give is to start with the Web2 technology. First, what is Web2? Or when we talk about Web2 technology, what actually is Web2? Well, Web2 is the internet that you and we have been using for years. The internet we have been using every day is what we call, is classified as Web2 technology. And this is what it means. It's like you are living in a garden, a walled garden, let me put it that way. And very few big players, big guys in the garden can call shots. Not everyone in the garden calls shots. It's only the big men in the garden, they call the shots. They own it, they control it, and they even monetize it. It's like you are living in a fancy apartment. Consider yourself in a very big or fancy apartment, but you are still paying rent. And the landlord calls the shots, not you, the one who is renting the room. Now come to think of platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Google, Amazon. They own your data. Everything that you have on their platform is theirs, not yours. Whatever that you see is what they are controlling. They decide the things that should appear on your screen, and they even profit from your daily interactions. Did you know about this? Web2 based platforms are making money. They are profiting from your daily interactions. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Amazon, they are all making profit from whatever transactions or interactions that you help the platform to receive. It's like you are living in a world where you rent everything. You are renting everything and someone else is making the rules for you. Can you imagine this? You pay the money for a rent, but someone else is making decisions on what should happen in the room that you are living. This is where most people are living right now, and that is the simplest example or explanation I can help you to get when it comes to Web2 technology. Now let's look at Web3 on the other side of the story. Web3 is a decentralized, user-centered platform. Decentralized, user-centered, and it is built on blockchain technology. That is the simplest explanation or definition I will give. Web3 is user-centered platform and it is built on blockchain technology. So blockchain technology is the basis of Web3 technology. What does that mean? Or what makes the difference? Now let me show you something here. Imagine you own a digital space, like owning your own home or your own house. There is nothing like a landlord. You are the landlord. There is no someone else who is called the landlord. You own everything. You don't pay rent. You don't allow someone to make decisions for you. It is you who call the shots, not someone else. That is Web3 technology. This is blockchain technology. Now there are platforms like Ethereum, Hive, 3Speak. All these are powerful and great platforms where they are fully decentralized, and they are decentralized platforms where users have control. What it means is, if you're on a Web3 based platform, you have control. In fact, there is no single entity that owns anything. You own your data. You are not just a user, you are an active participant of a Web3 based platform. Now Web3, it's a different ball game, and Web3 and blockchain are now changing the game when it comes to internet interactions. So why should you even care so much about Web3 blockchain, or why am I even sharing this with you? Well, let me tell you why it's a game changer. This is why I think Web3 technology, which is currently in use, is a game changer, especially the Hive blockchain, where I have been for some time now. First, there is something we call decentralization. Now with Web3, there is no central authority. It's a network of equals, not controlled by any single entity, just like what is happening on the other side, like Facebook, Instagram, and all these platforms, Twitter, which are controlled by someone else, and they are all Web2 based platforms. That means there is more freedom and less censorship. There is not even censorship at all. But on Web2 based platforms, there are lots of censorship ongoing. There is no freedom. You don't control anything there. Now, the second reason why I think Web3 is a game changer is there is trust and transparency. Full trust and transparency. Now, blockchain is like an open ledger. You can see every transaction which is ongoing. Now, when you go to a country like Ghana in Africa, I've been for some time now involved in constructing boreholes to feed some Ghanaian villages. Some villages which have been struggling with clean water for some time now. I've been able to use a blockchain technology to fund this project or this borehole for those people. Now, what it means is I receive full funding, full sponsorship from the Hive blockchain to construct a borehole for these people in Ghana. And every donation, every funding, every money that I've received to build or to construct this borehole is transparently recorded on the Hive blockchain. This is because Hive blockchain is a Web3 based platform, and that is why it is so transparent. There is nothing which is hidden. When people on the Hive blockchain visit my profile, my wallet, they are able to see every transaction. They see whatever money that I've received to construct the Hive borehole or the borehole for the villages in Ghana. There is no room for corruption. It doesn't even come to mind. Now, the one thing I can also add is community driven. Yes, on Web3 based platforms, users or members of these platforms are highly empowered. Like Hive blockchain, it empowers users hugely. We are not just mere consumers as it is happening on other Web2 based platforms. We are active contributors to the Web3 based platform. Now in Ghana, it's not outsiders who are doing this work I talked to you about. It's not people outside who are constructing the Hive borehole. No, it's the community itself, and they are the people who benefit. We are the community members. We belong to the blockchain. We are doing this for our own people, and we are those who benefit. We are the direct beneficiaries of what the blockchain is providing or giving us. So why don't you consider switching from Web2 to Web3 technology, having seen the difference or a difference between the two technologies which have been used on the internet? Why should you even make a switch from Web2 to Web3? I know it's going to be very difficult for some people to leave Web2 platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It's kind of difficult for some people to do that, but I want to give you some few reasons why you should consider moving or switching from Web2 to Web3 based platform. Now here are my reasons. There is ownership in Web3 based platform or on Web3. There is full ownership. In Web3, you own your data and your digital assets. There is nothing like someone else who owns them. There is no more data mining or privacy breaches. Everything is yours. That is one. Now the second one I will say is there is full control. What do I mean by full control? You decide how your digital space and should look like or should feel. There is no one else who is controlling things, and nothing like ads or some adverts which are going on other Web2 based platforms. They will not be displayed on your screen or your page as it's happening elsewhere. Now the third one, which is so amazing, is the impact that Web3 platforms are making lately. You can make a real difference in life. Like myself and other colleagues who are on the Hive blockchain, we are improving lives in Ghana by constructing boreholes. We are feeding communities with good educational materials. We are also serving communities with health outreaches, and all these are from a blockchain, from a Web3 based platform that is called Hive blockchain. So being empowered makes me excited to be part of a Web3 based platform, and these are my reasons why I think you should consider switching from Web2 to a Web3 based platform. If you don't know any Web3 based platform to hop into, you can start with where I am right now. You can join me on the Hive blockchain and let us make a big difference together. I want you to join the movement. I want you to own your own space. I want you to make an impact with Web3 technology. And let's change the digital game together, not just myself. Come join us in Web3 based platform. Let's ignore the Web2 which are wasting our time. They are controlling our data. Facebook, Instagram, all these Web2 based platforms are controlling everything that you share. Why don't you come to or switch to Web3 where you're going to own your own stuff? There is transparency. Nobody controls anything. Everything that you do, you own is perfectly and absolutely yours. I want to thank you so much for watching, and remember to hit and like the subscribe button. See you in my next video.